This playthrough is rated M for mature.
You know, I almost forgot some treasure. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Resident Evil 4. In the last episode, we continued on through the village and towards the church, and we found out that the church is barred entry because Leon doesn't believe in all that mumbo jumbo. Actually, I'm not even sure if they go into detail. I think he's kind of like maybe agnostic. It's hard to say. Anyway, now we have to head towards the lake because the only way to get into the church is the key on the other side of the lake. Seems a bit convoluted, don't you think? But anyway, I wanted to get that spinel because I forgot to show that on screen, and I forgot this treasure as well. It's a little easy to miss because of where it is. You got the antique pipe. Sells for 10,000 if I recall, and it can't be combined with anything, so you can just sell it straight up. Antique pipe. There's a detailed engraving on this pipe. Let's hope it's worth something. Oh wait, does it have a face on it? Yeah, it does have a face on it, like a goblin face or something like that. Yeah, it's a Nilbogian face. All right, I think that's it for the treasure. And I redid the part earlier because I didn't save it, even though there's a save spot not too far away. I did an earlier playthrough this, and I was ready, all set, ready to record, and then I actually pressed the reset button, so I had to redo it again. But the thing that annoyed me about, not that I had to redo it, but well, I guess I was annoyed that I had to redo it, but I redid it because it annoyed me because I had found another golden egg. I was like, oh, I can just show you all me getting the golden egg again, and I can see how much it's worth. Although I guess I could just go online and look for the cost of it. But then I reset, and I'm like, oh. Anyway, before we go see that lake scene again, let's go back this way. This is where the save spot is. I mean, you can tell by just looking at the map, so. And there's one on the other side of the lake. I wonder why. No reason. No reason at all. Not that this huge lake has anything in it. Nope. Didn't see that thing in that cutscene. No sirree, Bob. Grab some more ammo. Let's see if there's another snake in here. Nope. Oh, it's a yellow herb. All right. Nice. You can combine that with a green one. And actually, can you combine that with a... You probably can combine that with a red one and put them together. Although, I mean, the way I would look at it, you probably want to just use this as soon as you can, but I'm not weak, though, so maybe the next time I need a full heal, I'll just combine it into one of those. Right now we have the inventory, so I don't need to use it right now. I'd rather use it when I'm actually low on health, but we will use it eventually. I'll try combining it with that, but I bet you can combine it. I don't see why not. Oh, there's a boat there. Let's get to that save spot and then watch that cutscene. Oh yeah, I never really talked much about it because we basically finished this. We basically needed to finish the episode like right after I grabbed it. So actually, let's save it. Never mind. I was gonna say we can. Maybe I should watch the cutscene first, but the thing is, you can skip those with just a press of the start button, so that's not a big deal. But yeah, I was gonna say, like, why did they take forever to get rid of the other policeman's body? Like, they killed the first one like right at the beginning. Maybe the other one they chased after for a while, and they finally caught up to him and then dropped him into the lake. That's the only real explanation I can give on that specific situation. That's probably what happened. He probably just ran off. But I mean, it's not like we need to hear that tale of how the other policeman barely almost got away and then didn't. Is it? I guess I could have showed you it again, but basically it showed like a big thing in the water eating whatever the body. So in this episode, we're gonna recreate Lake Placid or Lake Terror or whatever other horror movies that have to deal with something being in a lake. And I think both the ones I mentioned had the large crocodiles in it, or is it alligators? I always forget which one's saltwater bound or inbound or whatever. I know that one of the main differences to find out what the difference in alligator and crocodile is their snouts. But you know, I always forget. It looks like there's a big open water area with a boat. Well, hopefully those of you aren't afraid of the shoreline or anything like that. I'm actually, well, I wouldn't say I'm afraid of, well, maybe I guess I could say I'm sort of afraid of open water, but it's more of the idea of what could possibly be hiding in it. So more of the unknown is what I'm more afraid of, I guess. Same with darkness. It's just like, I'm more afraid of the unknown than what the actual darkness itself, so, but I wouldn't call it deathly afraid. I could still get in the water, so. Yeah, and unlike other games where it just automatically do it, we can just pilot the boat and everything. let's see if we can look at the map. Yeah, we just need to get on the other side. Yeah. I don't remember there's any real reason to explore the map. And we get an infinite amount of harpoons. I wonder why we have this in our boat. No reason. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to like really explore the lake unless there's like a treasures you can find. Well, looks like Leon's in trouble. Let's get rid of this guy before we get killed. Oh yeah, I guess you can technically avoid that. You can move the boat or whatever. I wasn't paying attention, so I'm actually surprised with how well this boat's like holding up. Really, when you think about it, like I guess it's just the old rustic boats. Whoops. I guess I can show you my me dying, I guess. I wasn't trying to, but yeah, you even get, every time your HP is low, you get knocked farther and farther away, so a higher chance of the croc getting you. So you're probably going to eat me, yeah. Whoops, oh well. Alright, let's now continue to just reload. I think I remember the first time I played this, I think I died a few times because of like, yeah, having the boat hit the reef there and then it popping up out of the water, not hitting it fast enough, because it does take a few seconds for Leon to like load a harpoon. Yeah, I could choose to continue, and basically what would happen on the file would say how many times you died, which I guess it wouldn't be a big deal. All it is just more of a counter. It's not like a, oh, you died this many times, you lose out on something. It's just more of a, oh, this is how many times you died while playing the game, that type of thing. You can actually skip the cutscene on the shore there. It's just, you're less aware of like what's happening now that if you don't watch that cutscene, obviously. But if you put 2 and 2 together, you can pretty much guess what's about to occur. So, yeah. But we can skip the cutscene this time, so. And yeah, you're supposed to control the boat while, whoops, dang it. Well then, talk about, yeah, the boat's kind of swervy, really. It kind of moves all over the place. I don't know if you always get knocked out more on the boat, or if it's based off your HP. Like if your HP is low, you get knocked off even more from the boat. We're still connected to the creature. Yep. Oh, come on. Man, I am really bad at this. Way to go. Ooh. There we go. But now how did he get so far away and yet he's still trapped in the boat? I don't get that part. Wait, I still got knocked out. Oh, maybe I was supposed to move the boat. That makes sense. I told you I was probably going to die at this scene like multiple times. Just because, like I said, my action skills are not very, you get to see how I die multiple times in this. Like, he either comes up from below or just straight up charges at you like Jaws or whatever. So, let's reload again. So, I'll try not to die. If I die again, I'll just show you. It's not like this boss fight's hard. It's just, I don't know, just maybe I'm not in the zone. The auto zone in this case, or I guess would be the crocodile zone or alligator zone. I'm going to say crocodile because why not? But probably people will say otherwise, but I'm just going to say that it's a croc. You know, kind of like, actually no, they mentioned a crocodile in Peter Pan, and he's from the sea, so this guy's got to be an alligator, right? Anyway, try it one more time. Like I said, this fight isn't hard, it's just, you know, it's your typical action sequence, you know, and you can heal during it. So, although the problem is if he eats you, if he eats you in the water, he pretty much, like, there's nothing you can do, even if you're at full health, you know. Just try to... I try to move, you know. It's, all right, fine. Yeah, we're not off to a good start. Weirdly enough, I would normally, if I was playing certain games, I would complain about a scene like this because of just the quick time events and everything like that. But for some reason, I don't mind a lot of the action sequences in this game, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way that they're done, or maybe they're pretty harmless. Like they're pretty quick to back to, and the fact that the game gives you a you can just replay the fight again, like continue, and it'll take you right before the fight. So I think it's because it's more forgiving and that it's an action sequence than other games where they make you play the whole level all over again or something like that. You know, a bit you know, not fair. Well, I don't know if fair is the word I would use, but it's definitely not we gotta... Just gotta pull the boat again. Yeah, let's not get hit by him again. I could heal myself just to see if it is a case of how much health you have is how far you get knocked in the water or whatever. Nah. I don't remember how much life this guy's got. Let me sorry, ruining the action sequence. Let me see if healing does do anything in this case. We'll just go ahead and combine it. Because I want to save these red and green herb things for the end of the game, because it completely restores HP. So it's one of those things I'd rather save it for. No, no. Woo. Almost got hit by that thing. Woo. All right. Yeah, too bad I can't really hit him in the water. At that point, I think I'm trying to remember how many hits he takes. I think it's 10 or something like that. Okay, cool. I could be wrong though. I think that was 10. Oh, is he still up? Okay, never mind. I thought he was done. I thought we finished him off. Yeah, I don't understand how he can get away from us. Isn't the whole point is that we were there we go. Let's cut this thing before we get yanked under. You know how thick fishermen's ropes are though? Yeah, and fighting that thing's in a chapter. I probably could have played a little bit longer last time and gotten to this part, but yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and save it. Yeah, I probably died a few more times in that fight than I should have, and then I healed myself unnecessarily, but because I could have waited till after the chapter, but I wasn't sure if I'd take another hit, or like I said, if health indicated how far you were knocked from the boat, you know. Well, that was a crazy dream.
Leon, it's been 6 hours since our last transmission. I was starting to get worried.
Don't you mean lonely? Anyway, I started to feel dizzy, and then I guess I must have lost consciousness.
Lost consciousness? Maybe that has some connection to what the village chief was talking about.
Can't say. But I'm all right now. I'm gonna continue my mission.
So he didn't pass out from all the work and all the surviving, all the bull crap that he has to go through? No, it was something that had to do with that. I mean, yeah, it does have something to do with that. I'm just saying that they didn't think of any other explanations before going straight to the thing in his body, you know. Anyway, and another letter. Dear Miss... I forgot the name of those like, letters you could write into certain papers about Dear Abby or something like that. There's an important item hidden in the falls. If you're able to get it, you might be able to get Ashley out of the church. In the falls, huh? But I'll warn you, the route to the church isn't a walk in the park by any means. They've deployed what's called an El Gigante, so God bless. About what's going on in your body, if I could help you, I would, but unfortunately it's beyond my power. Could it be Lewis? Or perhaps that lady in red we saw before? It's hard to say. Nothing unusual here. Are we back in uninvited again? No. Nope, nothing in there. Oh well. But who knows? Oh, and a thing. Technically there's no reason to save. We just saved. Nah, let's do it. I don't know. I have a bad habit. Gotta do it. Gotta do it every time. Can't help myself. It's grained into my old RPG brain, you know. Okay. But yeah, El Gigante, huh? Oh, where'd it take us anyway? Now that let's look at the map. Nope, we're still on the other side of the lake. And that's it for the crocodile. We don't have to fight that thing ever again. What's that over there? A merchant? Can we get to that? I don't think... Actually, I think we have to do the... Actually, let's see if we can go. I think we had to wait, do it on the way back, if I recall. No, maybe not. Okay, I guess we can. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that crocodile thing anymore, which was set with whatever that blood thing is, so... In we go. Good thing the merchant marks himself on his maps. Maybe we can sell that pipe and whatnot, and the spinels. Hello? Avon calling. I think I already made that joke, so. Why are you messing up my barrels? I like barrels! Actually, there's a series of RPGs called the Atelier Iris series, and they have a weird fascination with having, if you check anything in the game, it's always you can check barrels for some weird reason. And they always say, barrel! Every time you click on a barrel, it's like, okay. Also reminds me of Star Ocean 2. There was a character in that game called Ashton who had a fascination with barrels as well, for some reason. I don't know if they ever explained it in the game. I think it's just, it was supposed to be comedic that he liked barrels for some weird reason. So, anyway, if we go up here, we'll get some more barrels to destroy, and we get the green gem. So now, we can either set it in the mask, or we can set it in the beer stein. I don't know if there was ever like a reason to do one or the other. I think maybe it's because the beer stein sells for more. Maybe the elegant mask is the better item to put it in, maybe, perhaps. But at least I believe you can put it in the beer stein. Maybe it's the one of the elegant mask. Anyway, the markings on the piece indicate that it was once set in something. Well, let's see if we can put it in the stein. Nope, so it's the elegant mask then. Okay, one of the two. So I guess it's cat's eyes for the beer stein, and then gems for the mask. So, alright. Yeah, you don't have to do this, but this gets you a little extra cash. Ooh, jump down into it. Yeah. He's like, what you doing here, buddy? I was like, oh, sorry. Can I take some of your ammo? Somehow. Does he actually... Oh, he actually just straight up sells this stuff. Okay.
What are you selling?
Alright, let's see what the elegant mask sells for now that we've, yeah, or no, the headdress. Elegant mask, yeah, it went from like, what was it, 3,000 to 7,000? I should have shown off what the gems sell before that, but I believe it was like also 3,000. So it's better to put it in the mask if you can, unless you're speedrunning it or something like that. So yeah, since you can't do anything with the pipe, we'll straight up sell that.
Thank you.
Let's sell those spinels.
Is that all, stranger? Is that all? Thank you.
Let's see. Okay, what do you?
What are you
Do you have anything new?
buying?
Oh, you can. Oh, we can upgrade our shotgun a bit more.
What are you
I'll probably
buying?
do that. Don't need the treasure map. Don't need that. I probably should be buying like the rifle because it does do a lot of damage. I think there is a boss eventually that would I would benefit greatly if I did that. But yeah, let's upgrade. Well, how's our how's our ammo
What are you
situation looking?
selling?
It says I have 53 things of ammo. That's pretty good.
What are you
so
buying?
let's go ahead and
Is that
upgrade the
all,
shotgun
stranger?
since I have the money for it.
Is
so.
that all? Thank
So,
you.
yeah. Save it for some nasties. Unfortunately, by dropping down to buy it, you still have to go all the way back around again. So, and I'm saving some of the treasure. I mean, you can sell the treasure as is, no problem. I just sometimes like saving stuff when I actually need it. All right, I think that's it for the. I might go ahead. I might weirdly go ahead and save it again just because, so I don't have to do that in case something happens. On we go. I think I've gotten all the treasures I possibly can. And yeah, I had to go back and get that antique pipe, but we have to go back that way, or I believe we can go back that way eventually. So if you miss the pipe the first time, you can go back and get it again. And as far as I know, I don't think you can shoot the fish in the water, but I don't think you can grab them just because of where they're at. So, oh well, no free fish for you. No fish for you. Just seeing what's and I like the rain ambiance. I'm a fan of the rain myself. Well, unless I lived in a flash flood area, which, depending on certain times of years, technically I do. But that looks like we're going full circle at some point. So yeah, back in the day of limited files, but you can only code so many. Otherwise, it takes up too much memory in the game file, and it would slow it down. I mean, it wouldn't slow it down that much, but you know, they wanted to make it realistic that like 20 saves is probably enough. But they didn't expect a Let's Player to play this, even though like a million people since Let's Playing has become a thing have recorded this game in some form or fashion. I mean, it's one of the most popular Resident Evils of all time, you know. Next to probably the first one. Actually, the second one's pretty popular too. Oh no. No, not these things. Yeah. Now this is the game's basically saying, hey, by the way, you know when you love doing headshots on things? Yeah, you shouldn't do that anymore. Because now these things will pop up out of their heads if you do that. So it's basically the game's way of telling you you probably shouldn't do that anymore. So yeah, now it's. I mean, you can still do headshots, but there is a chance you might crit and. You have to be a bit more careful. I'm gonna have to waste more bullets killing dudes now that the. I think it's. I'm trying to remember if it's every single villager. I know if they have red eyes like that like tentacle thing will come out. And the problem with that thing is that if it has range, so I didn't let it hit me, but it could have hurt me. Like it could have whipped me like a whip. That's the point of saying that. Vauldemare, what's wrong with you? But it would whip you and do damage from far. I don't remember if it was a ton of damage, but it's still damage nonetheless. That I don't need. I'm just checking to see. I don't think there's any treasure around here that I'm aware of. Like, not in the immediate vicinity, but... At least the game, like, basically tells you that blowing off the heads now is not a good thing. So, the game lets you do it for quite a while, but now the dream is over. The dream is on. I'm just looking for random spinels if they... Because sometimes it seems like it's based off per where I'm looking at things. So what do we got here? A bunch of crates, which you can probably use to drop on people, I assume. Yeah, you can aim at it. So usually if you can aim at it, means if you can see the little reticle, it means you can do stuff with it. Which means having the shotgun be powered up as it is also kind of dangerous because of how much damage it can do if I headshot people. I'm just looking at my situation. So I think we're in another area where we get charged by a lot of dudes. So, oh, there's a spinel up there. I guess it wasn't loud enough. It didn't attract any people. You were up there, weren't you? Yep. As long as you, you can come down here, you know. Have a nice trip. Huh. Yeah, sorry about being a little slow in this game. I know the whole point of this game is to be action-packed and running every other second, but I can't help myself. Old Resident Evil blood in me. Can't help it. And trying to make sure I found all the treasures in the area. Was there something? Oh, I must have missaw something. Looks like I have to start blasting these chains now. So. Did it just make a stock effect of ding or whatever it was? It almost sounded like there's a stock effect like sound, which I have nothing against stock sounds in games. It's just funny to point them out. It's kind of like when you point at the Wilhelm scream. You know, they or however it sounds. You know, that one I might need to get to a better location. There we go. I think you can shoot down these flame things too. And there's a treasure there. An amber ring. I think this is isolated treasure. I think you can just straight up sell this without wearing it. Whoops. Without combining it with anything. An old ring. I can almost feel the history behind this jewelry. I hope that there's some value to it. Let me sell some people's old jewelry. Actually, I never understood like why would you keep certain. If you're not using the jewelry, you just sell it, even if it's ancient. I mean, yeah, you could say, oh, you could just sell it later for more money. I'm like, maybe, but I don't know. At some point, you just gotta get rid of old things, you know. Okay, yeah, we're supposed to go into the waterfall, I believe. Yeah, as you can see there. So we don't want to go in there yet because we had a. Actually, do I need one more, or is it enough? Okay, I think it's enough. Wasn't sure if there was like one more thing I needed to hit to get over there or something. Well then, apparently bullets just make the fire go bigger. Nothing there. You're probably wondering yourself, why is this whole area like nothing's going on here? No reason. No reason at all. Pull the lever, Crunk! Oh, I guess I should have checked the waterfall, but if I remember correctly, it wouldn't let us go through or something like that. And that'll allow us to, yeah, actually go inside. I guess I should have checked it. He would have said I can't get through, or the pressure's too high, or something like that. Oh well. Sometimes you do things out of order for habit's sake. I mean, you should do the logical thing is to check everywhere before you go to the next location to see if you miss something. If you're an explorer, like myself. Nice. Great. And they're from both ways, so. How about I go ahead and just go back the way I came? Thank you. No worries. Now, I'm trying to decide if I want to just knock him into the water, or... Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I have these flash grenades. I might save them for the other guy. I'm just trying to decide if I want to shoot them into the water, or risk them getting on land to try and get some treasure out of them. Well, let's go ahead and... Because they could just jump on those boxes, and we could shoot them into the water. And that's all you'd have to do on that. I wonder if I should wait a second before. Maybe not. Uh-oh. One of them's heads got blown off. Or at least I think I heard a head blow up. Or not. Maybe I got lucky. Okay. Dang it, they only dropped one treasure. Boo. Oh well, I had plenty of shotgun bullets, so it's not that big of a deal. And I think it is only the villagers that have red on their eyes, I think. I could have also used the firebomb to get rid of them too, but I usually like saving those for like either worse encounters, because that one was pretty easy to clean up. You know, there's some encounters where you're like, oh, I better use this because I don't have very good spots for like crowd control. Oh, there's nothing there. Okay. Basically, I'm just on the lookout for sparkly signs for treasure. That's all. Okay, nothing else in here. Alright, we finally find the round insignia. You got the round insignia.
I've obtained an object that resembles a cult group's insignia.
Wonderful, Leon. Head back to the church. Ashley's safety is our immediate priority.
I'm surprised she's still alive at this point. I assume she's a bargaining chip to try and prevent the American government from reacting, but they still send in agents, because why wouldn't you? That'd be kind of dumb to just let the people who did that get away with it. You're just like, no, we're going to find a way to try and manipulate this situation. I mean, sometimes there's no choice, but yeah, it's a way of going around. So yeah, now we're back at the... Or, sorry, we're going in a different direction from before, so we're going to take a bit of a shortcut. More bats. More bats of infinite health. Actually, I never did off-screen try to see if I could get anything for the bats or kill them permanently. Although, in real life, I wouldn't kill bats. They don't... Bats are like one of those creatures that seem to be often vilified for, like, no reason. Like, they attack people and stuff like that. Like, unless you have a bug on them. And even the vampiric bats, they feed on, like, small animals like squirrels and crap. So it's not even, like, they don't even attack humans. So I never got the idea of why they would... I think they just blow up because, yeah, see, they just die, so... And have you ever seen a bat up close? Aren't they the cutest things? Especially Australian bats. They look like little dogs with wings, almost. Yeah, it's kind of sad. The only reason I know about them, I'm aware of, like, bats getting caught up in, like, farmers' wire and stuff like that, or fences. And, yeah, we make it all the way back to the merchant thing, so we don't have to go through that again. So, you still can go back from what I'm aware of. It's just if you don't want to go through all that rigmarole. So, do I want to go ahead and go through this with this next section? I probably should, just because I took forever doing the previous thing, so it'd probably be behoove me to do it. Do I want to buy... I mean, I could make the money for the rocket launcher if I really wanted to. That would save this encounter, like, a lot of trouble. Same with, or buying the rifle. Nah, let's try it as is. Let's see what happens. Nah, we're good, buddy. Alright, let's go and save it, because, yeah, you should. Unless you're, like, one of those people that have, like, 100% of this game with, like, the knife or some crazy crap like that. And I salute you, sir, or madam, who's ever done it. Although I don't really watch, like, funny how I make videos like this, but I actually don't watch videos like this on my own time. Not really. I used to when the early days of YouTube, but I slowly stopped doing that. Mainly because I was making content like this, and I was trying to, like, reduce my library of games to something manageable. Oh, crap. Oh, I can move this egg. Whoops. Let's move that egg there. We'll probably end up using quite a bit of things in this anyway, so... let's see, can you go back? Oh, I can, okay. Well, I didn't know if I could now, or if it'd be like a case of, like, oh, you have to continue, you have to save Ashley right now. Ah! Yeah, the enemies respawn there if you come back. As far as I know, there's really no reason, unless you want the random drops that they have, possibly, but 9 times out of 10, it's not worth it. Okay, how do I want to do this? I guess we'll just see how the situation occurs. I'm afraid... I mean, I have plenty of healing, so I can suffer whatever... how badly it gets. If you already don't know what's going to happen, I don't know what to tell you.
¡Rápido! 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 ¡Usa los músculos! ¡Rápido! ¡Apúrense! ¡Por aquí! ¡Rápido! ¡Rápido! ¡Por aquí! ¡Por aquí! ¡Ay! ¡Se vuelve loco!
Welcome to El Gigante himself. Yep, the boss fight. So this guy, I think he could take it down in one shot with a rocket launcher, if I recall. He does have a weak spot on his back. Now the problem is trying to get to that. He eventually will. Oh, right, I forgot to dodge. Yeah, you can dodge that tree branch he gets, and yeah, he eventually destroys the houses here. So it's only a temporary measure.
Hey, it's that dog.
Now, if you don't help the dog, he doesn't help you here. And what he's supposed to do is he's supposed to help you hit his weak point, which technically, if you're probably if I had the rifle, that'd be the best time to utilize this, because yeah, you can see him in the back there, but I can't really hit it from here. I don't know how long the dog helps. I think he only helps for a little while before he gets bashed away, basically. Uh-oh. I should have... I'm really bad at, like, hitting those, like, timed, like, events. So, well, looks like Leon is dead. Can we put together our action skills and have Leon, with the help of the dog, be able to beat El Gigante for good? Find out next time in the next episode of Resident Evil 4. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.